Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, today, guys, we are going down the rabbit hole with a reading. It's a pick a card reading in the new moon. Before we get into that, though, I just want to let you guys know that this is a true honor being here, giving you guys these messages. I hope that they find your heart well and remind you always that you're the one with the power to take back that power and to do what is best for you along this journey. Always listen to that inner voice. So we are coming up on the new moon in Virgo season, which is a powerhouse moon. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to get into it on this video because that'll take way too long. But I do have, I'm going to do 3 piles. I have 3 cards you can choose from set out already. And don't worry, they're not going to be part of the reading or anything. It's just so you guys can choose from them. But it does all play into regards of this new moon in Virgo. So this is definitely coming up and affecting the 4th house. 4th house is Cancer energy. This has to do with our family, our homes, making sure everything in your home is organized, making sure everything in your business is organized, right? So what's going on right now is just making sure that those intuitions and following your gut feeling and whatever it is that's going around this inspiration that has come in recently, really just following that. That's what this new moon is about. So really making sure you guys are strong and powerful in the intentions that you're about to set with this beautiful new moon energy coming in. Super excited. This year has been a powerhouse in astrology, which is a beautiful thing, wonderful. But then again, what year isn't? Because the next year is always more powerful than the year prior. So with that being said, I'm just going to do energies on what is coming in this new moon in Virgo. This could have to do with love. It could have to do with business. It could have to do with family. I will let Source decide what messages that Source has for you. So there will be 3 piles, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Source, for the collective, what messages do you have for piles 1, 2, and 3 in regards to the new moon in Virgo? What messages do you have for the collective in regards to the new moon in Virgo? How can we help them out? What do they need to know? How can we help them along their journey? Okay. Source, what messages do you have for the collective? Pick a card, 1, 2, and 3 in regards to the new moon in Virgo. All right, let's see. What do we got going on for pile number 1, new moon in Virgo? What messages do you have for pile number 1, new moon in Virgo? I feel like, yeah, that's the one that wants to come out. Thank you. Okay. Pile number 2, what messages? Okay, thank you, Source. And pile number 3, what messages do you have for pile number 3 with this new moon in Virgo, Source? Messages for pile number 3 and the new moon in Virgo. Wow, I'm not taking a whole stack like that. Messages for pile number 3, new moon in Virgo. Thank you, Source. Okay. Other messages for pile number 1. Thank you. More messages for pile number 2, the new moon in Virgo. Messages for pile number 2, new moon in Virgo. Okay, thank you. All right. Messages for pile number 3, new moon in Virgo. Messages for pile number 3, thank you. What other messages do you have for pile number 1, new moon in Virgo? Wow, thank you. Messages for pile number 2, new moon in Virgo, Source. Okay, I keep hearing, okay, so they want these cards here. So I'm going to take them. So pile 2. You're done. Pile number 3. Messages for, okay, thank you, Source. All right. Interesting. We have an overall energy of the 3 of Wands on the bottom. And on my deck, which I've already shuffled for my clarification deck, look, 3 of Wands. So definitely 3 of Wands energy coming in. This is in the upright. Is this one in the upright? Yeah, this one's in the upright. Cool. So for the collective across the board, a new path has opened up. Now, I usually have my moon card set out over here, so I'm not going to set it out today just because I just don't want to, I guess. I don't know. So pile number 1, we're going to do the Chariot. Pile number 2, we're going to do the Devil. And don't worry, guys. I picked these for purpose. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just, I'm not really going to, if they interact with the reading, then cool. But if they don't, then they don't. And then we have the Hermit for pile number 3. So take a moment, take a deep breath. Think about the new moon coming up, your intentions that you want to set for this new moon. And if you guys need more time, please pause the video and take that time. All right, move these out of the way. To my time, okay? So for those of you that chose the Chariot, this is for you. What's coming up for this new moon in Virgo? And if you guys happen to click on this outside of the new moon, it is a timeless reading. So whenever you guys click on it, these are the energies that might be coming to you, okay? So we have the 8 of Coins in the upright, all right? Okay, the King of Wands in the reverse. Wow, okay. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this is an interesting energy. Let's get some clarifying cards for this King of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh. Pile number 1. You're in a trip right now. We've got the Popess in the reverse. And then may I please have a clarifying card for this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Source, may I please have a clarifying card for this Knight of Wands in reverse for pile number 1. Definitely see what's going on here. This is going to be a powerful new moon for you if you allow it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. Cancer energy, you chose the Chariot. Cancer energy. On the bottom, we have the Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, so there's a need. There's something that's bothering you when it comes to your money. And there's a need to let go. To really let go, because you're actually keeping yourself in this stuck energy. Right? The King of Wands in the reverse, well, this could be somebody else, but this is whoever chose this pile, this is your energy. Both of these are your energy. You're dealing with a broken heart. You're dealing with something that has gone awry. You're dealing with something that has completely overthrown you and made you feel like you can't listen to your intuition. You know, we've got Leo and Sagittarius energy here. Leo being ruled by the Ajna, which is the third eye chakra, which is what the Popess rules as well. Just listening to that intuition, knowing what steps to make. But right now, there's like this need of getting money because you're concerned with the way you appear to others on the outside. It's like because you had a broken heart recently, you're in this energy right now of really like feeling into the material side of things. You know, with this 8 of Coins in the upright here, it's like trying not to color outside of the lines is what I heard. It's like being in this place of trying to conform to society. And you're really like, look at how both of these energies are looking at that. Look at how both of these energies are viewing this 8 of Coins here. Your abundance is within you, right? And you have to deal with this energy before you can come up into a place of really moving forward. You know, with that Cancer energy coming through, it's in the 4th house. It's like that energy of dealing with your family, what's going on at home, you know. And if you had a broken heart, that's absolutely that energy falling in place. Something at home, especially if you lived with this person, if you were, you know, involved with this person in any one way, shape, or form. It could be a family situationship, but this is speaking about romantic turbulence. You're just in this energy of not being able to overcome something from the past. And you're very blocked off. You're blocked off from moving towards the future, and you're blocked off from looking at the past. And so in this now moment, you're in a very like upset energy. Like this is very chaotic. This is very chaotic, and there's a need to change your perspective. Right? There's this need to really change your perspective so that you can turn your fortune around, so that you can bring in some good luck, so that you can bring in some balance. And it's like right now there's this energy of not wanting to change that because it's like being stuck in a place of just self-pity and self-wallow. And it's not a bad thing. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like, oh, pile 1, you shouldn't know. Like, Honestly, we all get there. Honestly, we all have that heartache. Honestly, we all deal with hard times. You know, we all deal with these moments of just feeling like, you know, we're not good enough, or feeling like we really had to go through a lot in order to get where we are, and we're still going through it. Sometimes it takes a long time to overcome a broken heart. But right now, your broken heart is actually forcing you to believe that looking a certain way on the outside is going to make you feel happy, right? With this Queen of Cups here, it's like you're being very secretive about a lot of things. And this is secretive to self. Like, this is not communicating towards self. Like, you keep looking at this, and it's interesting because you're in this upright energy here. So what's important for you coming up with this new moon is to set intentions of really, really releasing those blockages. And then for you, pile one, I feel like it is so necessary to tell you that it is important for you to feel, right? Cancer is ruled by the moon. And as Cancer being ruled by the moon, it's like important for you to feel whatever it is that has happened to you in the past, no matter how ugly it may feel, no matter how heavy it is, no matter how much you do not want to feel it. Like, it is so important for you to feel into the depths of it, because this is really like putting you in an energy of not being able to move forward at all. Your only card facing forward is the Popess, and she's in the reverse. It's like you fear the future. And for it to clarify this King of Wands here, it's like this is self-thwarting. Like, this is self-sabotage. This is creating a situation for yourself, right? And I'm not saying that this person, whoever hurt you, they don't, you know, that they're a good person and that you're a bad person. No, I don't think that at all. I don't think good and bad. It's like there's too much duality there to say what they did was right or wrong. You are the one that has to deal with it. If you feel like what they did was the worst of the worst of the worst, then how can you sit with that energy during this new moon? You know, the new moon is all about coming into a place of darkness. And sometimes it's scary. It's not having things illuminated. It's scary. Not being able to see the face of the moon. It's scary. But this will help bring you into a place of stability. This will help bring you into financial stability, yes, but this is more about finding that stability with getting your feet on the ground. Like, this is about you having your feet on the ground and being firmly planted here in reality, knowing that your reality is not based upon the coin in your pocket, but rather the courage and the hope and the faith that you have in your heart, right? There's just this energy of not being able to move forward, right? Like, there's a lot of twists and turns that are about to come up. And then here's the thing. There's like, look at this Knight of Cups in the reverse, superficial love. Like, whoever it was that broke your heart, they had nothing to give you. Okay. And that's okay. They didn't, I mean, it feels like they duped you, but it was because you had to learn something. You had to learn to be okay with who you are in this now moment. And I feel like that's so important for you to really embrace during this new moon. This is about rebuilding your own internal home, right? You have so much Cancerian energy out here. You also have a lot of fire energy. You could be a Virgo. You could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Pisces, a Cancer. You could, you know, have these in your chart, highly aspect, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It doesn't matter, right? You could also have Capricorn in your chart and Scorpio. Regardless of your zodiac sign, this is about you really truly feeling into the depths of who you are. Like, it's interesting. If this hadn't come out, I don't feel like that the Chariot would have played into your reading, but the Chariot plays into your reading now because it's about finding spiritual balance. Having a victory in your spirituality, having a victory with yourself. It's not about having a victory in love, you know. And yes, this new moon is about bringing in love. It has been like that for the last few months, but not every one of us is going to come into stable love with another person. A lot of us bringing in love, it means coming into stability within yourself of love. And that's not often easy to honor because it's like, no, I have to have another person. But again, at the beginning, if you guys saw me shuffle, you saw that you got the Three of Wands on the bottom. So a new path is about to open up. A new path is about to come through. I'm going to pull some messages from my ghetto bag. I don't know why I call it this. It's just that's the name that it has gotten, and I just call it that every time. And so, okay, this one wants to come out. So let me grab a few more. That's way too many. Let's take those. Okay. I hear one more, so... Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's like, you guys just really have to truly find a passion within yourself. And I feel like this is about finding a creative outlet. Your destiny is to become. Yeah, it's like you've totally like felt like you got completely knocked off a track, like you took the wrong way, everything is just falling apart, and you're like, what the hell? Like, am I the only one that's going through this in the spiritual community? No, you're not. You're not the only one that has dealt with this. I think we all have to go through something that's going to break us open so that we can do just that. Embrace our destiny. And our destiny, I feel like so much of the spiritual community makes you becoming authentic and finding your purpose and doing what you're meant to do. They all make it seem so difficult, when at the end of the day, it's really truly just letting go of everything that we have buried on ourselves this entire journey and just coming into a place of peace within ourselves. When you come into a place of peace and harmony and rest within yourself, you're going to know what's meant for you. It's just that. Look, never give up, never quit. You will make it. Yeah, this was a hard breakup for you. This was a hard heartbreak for you. But it's not the end. Like Source is telling you, it's like, it's not the end. Things are going to come together for you. This just is going to take you changing your perspective. And I love the Hangman energy. You know, when he's in reverse, he's definitely got this skewed version of the world that he's looking at, because his whole purpose of the Hangman is to hang in a different light, like to see things in a different light. But I love his energy when he's in the upright, and you still possess that. Even though it's in the reverse right now, just know that you still possess the uprights of all of these. To be able to move forward, to be able to stand up in your creative energy, to be able to listen to your heart, your intuition, that creative energy that's within you, to be in a stable position, right? And the thing is that when he's in the upright, he's talking about being completely comfortable with who he is. And I feel like that's why you had to go through this heartbreak, because I think you've been denying your gifts, your abilities, and I think that it's been scaring you. I love you. I feel like this is for you. You need to start saying this to yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Right? And I feel like that's also coming out because I feel like you really loved this person, whoever this was. But this is like staying in a situation. You want to keep working on this situation. You want to keep trying to build this situation. And it's just not going to work. You know, I talk about this, and if this hurts bringing this up on yours, I apologize, but I bring this up for hope. There's a lot of unions happening right now, and some of us have to go through the house of God moment where we get our entire lives ripped apart so that we can become who we're meant to be. And that's just to become the unconditional loving being that we're meant to be. Not judgmental, not angry, not upset, not placing ourselves in a place of hurt in the world. This is about allowing ourselves to be. Look at this. I want you more than you know. It's so crazy that these two came out together. Yeah, there's somebody else out there for you. So this could be a recent breakup, but for some of you, I am getting that this has been a stagnant energy for a long time. Like you maybe broke up with a narcissist, or you maybe broke up with somebody who was just very immature and just cheating on you, and they didn't take you seriously. Like this is definitely an energy of like somebody who was not in your corner. So wherever you're at on this journey, just knowing that there is somebody who does love you. Don't give up. Like somebody's coming in, but it might not be with this new moon. I'm not going to promise that. I'm not going to be that reader that says, oh yeah, come the new moon, they're going to come in, and then you get mad at me because nobody comes in. It could be for some of you. I'm not going to deny that, but not for all of you. For most of you, this is about finding balance and letting go of this past hurt. And really just knowing that it brought you into a place of being able to honor who you are. Because you are beautiful energy. I mean, look at this. If you have all of this in the upright, imagine the strength with this. You have the ability to move mountains over mountains. That's what I heard. Okay, I guess those want to come out. So we're taking them. Right? So don't shy away from who you are. Don't discredit who you are, no matter how scary it might be. Like you could have prophetic visions. You could be a tarot reader. You could be somebody who's a healer. You know, like there's definitely a lot of information that's coming through right now. Again, it's a collective reading. There's a lot of things that are coming through. And it's just Source wants you to embrace who you are with the understanding of knowing, look, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Right? Like Source wants you to know that you're a beautiful expression of Source. Your perfect expression of Source. Can you allow yourself to be who you're meant to be? Can you? Thank you, Source. And not always is that easy. Not always is that easy. Look at this. We have synergy coming out. Green man. I love that this is coming out. You know, without the trees, there would be no oxygen. Without the water, there would be no trees. Without the earth, there would be no plants. Without the sky, there would be no anything. Without the sun, how could anything grow? Right? If without the moon, how would the water and the waves be controlled? Like, this is a beautiful energy. This is saying that without you, pile one, the universe would cease to exist. Right? And I know that seems heavy, and it's like you see people who, you know, do drastic things when they're hurt. I think what Source is really trying to point out here is that you have something beautiful to offer to the world more than you know. More than you know. And this is connected to your heart chakra. You know, embracing that self-love is so important at this time. So with your intentions, you know, really find what it is that you do want. Think about this hurt and this pain. Sit with this hurt and this pain. And then based on that, instead of focusing on what you don't want, can you focus on what you do want in this now moment? And then act as if it's already here. Look. Number 25, we have observation, peregrine falcon, another third eye energy coming through. You are very intuitive, and I feel like you've been blocking your intuitions. I feel like you're the one that's saying like, no, I'm just crazy. Like, no, you know, even though that stuff happens, it happens. And then you're just kind of like, oh, well, that's just coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's not. Like, Source is trying to prove to you. This is connected with the Eye of Horus. Right? Like, this is saying to you, you are more intuitive than you really know. You have a beautiful energy, and I feel like your intuition's about to open up with this new moon, and I feel like you're going to be able to turn this Popess in the reverse and really embrace this Queen of Cups energy, which is okay. This is saying that it's okay for you to not just give your energy way willy-nilly, right? Boom, look at this. We have learning, sacred ibis or ibis. I'm not sure how you say this, but a master number coming out, trusting the process. Okay, trusting this process. 222 is a powerful number for you. I always recommend when numbers come up like that, I could tell you what they mean for me. The simplest thing is trust the process, but it's always worthy to take time and go and look at what it means for you, because it could resonate with you on a different level, and there's so many different definitions out there for it. But definitely see what that is. I'm sure you may already have an inkling of it, what it means for you, because I feel like you see that number a lot, and there I hear the question, why does it come? Because Source is trying to show you. Look at this, number 19, which is 10. This is completing a cycle for you. It says express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. And look at how he's giving her this pearl. Right? Like, I feel like this is you showing yourself love. Can you buy yourself a small gift? Can you buy yourself something that you've wanted for a long time? This isn't always easy to do for ourselves, right? And I'll read this one to you. I just want to see what the last card is that we have here. Maiden Magu, the number 16, which is 7. And 7 is all about luck, right? Like, 7 is all about luck. And for me, it's all about luck if you choose to change what it is that you're currently doing. Which, again, is not always easy. It's all right, Mama. It's just me. Right? And sometimes we've already changed what we're doing. But with the energy that came out for this new moon, I feel like you are about to change what you're doing in a way that will help you come into this new place. But it's just about changing your perspective. Not seeing this from a bad place. Seeing it from a place of good. And seeing it from a place of helping you out. Right? Sometimes we have to let go of what we thought was ours to only find out that something is more suited for us. says a small token of love can convey a great appreciation. A gift is evidence of your love and care for someone. Gifts do not need to be expensive. Showing someone your favorite place, sharing a special song, or writing a note of gratitude are ways of giving. Let someone know you care. Make the effort to know what is special about the people in your life. Show your appreciation for them through distinctive and meaningful gifts. Simple thoughtfulness is the best gift for anyone. Remembering a favorite food or a significant date can mean a lot to someone. A gift has more meaning when given from the heart. And I feel like this is a thing. Like it says, pearls are associated with protection and love and used as lucky charms or for clearing blocks to abundance, right? And we started with the abundance number 8, the 8 of coins. So I feel like this is you learning about yourself. I get this energy that you have given and 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 given. Oh, and look at that. And you've given some more and you haven't received anything for what you've given. And this is sourcing because you put yourself on the back burner. And it's time for you to really come into that space of being okay with being alone with yourself in the darkness. Sit with the darkness of the new moon. She is the dark and the light together. And she only comes out when it's dark, right? It's just, there's so much you can learn from her energy. Maiden Magu, the Maiden Magu, goddess of spring, healing and transformation. Exactly what I've been saying. Thank you, Source. Brings you assistance now. You are asked to honor that light can come from even the darkest beginnings. Look at that. What was I saying? I'm just about to throw this card down and be done and move on because I'll read it for you guys. I love you. Sometimes these cards just, wow. Beloved one. In fact, sometimes we need to enter into the unknown parts of ourselves to find exactly what we need to grow in peace, creative self-fulfillment, and happiness. The challenge can be to trust that we will arise from this darker place again. Just as the spring always follows the winter, beloved, so too will any inner work with the shadow precede a beautiful rebirth for you. Okay, and it says, Maiden Magu, an immortal expression of the Divine Mother of the East, now brings you a special message from Kuan Yin. She guides you to trust that if you enter into the darkness of the unknown parts of yourself, you will emerge into the light, reassembled and reborn once more. If you are going through chaos in your life because you're allowing yourself to grow, Maiden Magu also reassures you that the order and light will emerge out of the chaos in due course. Have faith and keep growing. Never give up. Never quit. You will make it. This is exactly what this is saying. Like, you're going through a period of darkness right now. There's a period of upset. It feels like everything is falling apart. But don't worry. Sorry about that, guys. Hey. It's all right. You're going to overcome. You're going to get through it. Maiden Magu is here to give you this beautiful energy. You're transforming yourself. You know, and it's hard. It's not always easy to go through these turbulent times. And then we're always expecting, you know, things to be easy on the journey of positivity. But in truth, they're not. They're never easy. In fact, sometimes to be spiritual is probably one of the hardest things to do because it means that you're constantly welcoming change. And in this world, there are very few people who are comfortable with change. Most people are just in this state of like, nope, I'm just going to stay the same. I'm never going to change. I'm never going to do anything different because every time I change, something happens. Well, that's the purpose of change. Transformation isn't easy. Transformation is meant to be uncomfortable because you're learning something new. It's like going the hard knock schools of life, right? Like, you go to school and think about all the times you went to a new grade. Weren't you nervous when you started that grade? Okay, yeah. And then come a month later, you were like settled in. Why? Because you got used to what you were experiencing now. The new wasn't so new. Okay, well, they want me to bring this up too. Look, when you do this, look, you're going to invite in a spiritual connection. This is a relationship that has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. It just fell out of the deck. Right? 27. Like number 11, this is a beautiful number. So just do this for yourself so that you can bring in balance for yourself, so that you can bring in balance for your own journey. You have a beautiful gift to offer the world. And I feel like you just have questioned it for so long because this person made you feel crazy. I feel like they made you feel like you didn't matter. They made you feel like what it was that you were experiencing wasn't valid. Or maybe they called you too sensitive. You know, with the Cancer energy coming out, definitely someone could have told you that you were way too sensitive and that you needed to buck up and deal with it. And you know what? Being sensitive in this world is a beautiful thing, because too many people are disconnected from their own emotions and they can't even feel another person. And so if you're called sensitive, it's telling me that you're empathic, and being empathic has the ability to feel the pain of others, which is a gift, even though it doesn't feel like a gift at times, which I totally understand. And it's just never allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by that, spending time with yourself, and then seeing that even though you've been through this hardness, this hard times. So for those of you that this is an old wound, when you let go of this, you're going to invite in this spiritual connection. No one said it was easy. No one said it was going to be simple, right? Or no one said it was going to be easy, but the process is simple. The process will be simple. You're going to overcome it. You're going to have a chance to have an opportunity to grow. And in that growth, I think you're going to find confidence in yourself again. And that's where you're coming to. It's like learning how to believe and trust yourself. Okay? It's a beautiful place to be. You're getting there. It might take some effort on your part, but definitely spend some time with that hurt. Why did it hurt so bad? Why do you feel you have to blame them, instead of just saying that this was a lesson learned? And, you know, again, it's that energy of just being able to experience it in the here, now, here moment, okay? This is what I have for you guys. I really hope this helps you bring back the power to yourself. I love you guys all. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. And I'm going to get on out of here. But as always, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. All right. Pile number 2. For those of you that chose the devil, this is for you. What's coming in, or what to expect with this new moon in Virgo. We've got the 7 of Swords in the upright. We've got the Emperor in the upright. Ooh, we've got Temperance. You got some heavy hitters here. Temperance in the upright. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. And the 9 of Wands. You guys had a whole pile fly out. Let me see. Can I still see this? Let me put this energy down here and see if I can get all these guys up here. The 9 might be cut off a little bit, but it's doable. All right. So I think this is in reverse. Okay. Well, let me just say, you guys are persevering. You guys are definitely fighters. You're fighters. I do want to get a couple of clarifying cards for you. I want to get a clarifying card for this 10 of Wands. Thank you. Okay, the King of Swords in the reverse. And then may I please have one for the 9 of Wands here? May I please have a clarifying card for the 9 of Wands? Okay, thank you. Okay, we have the 6 of Coins in the reverse. Okay. So this makes sense. And then the Queen of Cups on the bottom in the reverse. Yeah, so I feel like you were involved in a relationship. You tried to take a chance on it. And gosh, this is so crazy because this has to do with dealing with home, right? These home issues and stuff. And so the thing is you're persevering. You're persevering. And I feel like somebody came in and they were very manipulative towards you. And they made you feel like you had a lot of responsibilities. Like they made you feel like you were the one that had to be responsible for them. You were the one that had to deal with everything for them. And there was a lot of barriers and obstacles that you ran into. Felt like walking through a maze, running with a lot of anger, a lot of upset. They made you feel like crap. And I feel like the reason they did is because they were always spending money. They were always spending money. I think it got you into a frame of spending money. I don't feel like you're in that frame now. But I definitely feel like there was this energy of them always spending money. And so right now what Source is saying, and this new moon is bringing to you, is that it's showing you how you've persevered and you've gained so much strength To be in this Emperor energy in the upright is a beautiful thing. It's like you've overcome the reversal of flame energy, right? Which when the fire energy is in the reverse, it's very abrasive and aggressive and unyielding, and it hurts a lot, you know? I feel like who you dealt with, and it's funny because I said I wasn't going to bring these up if they didn't play a part, but at the same time, some of them, they are. It never ceases to amaze me how this works, but I feel like you guys were dealing with toxic relationships, and I feel like you were dealing with somebody that manipulated you, had you in a third party situation, and this was the completion of a cycle for you. You know, we have the 10 here, which is showing the end of the cycle, and then you've got 7, which is bringing I love the 7 of Swords in my deck because it's really about bringing your own luck. This is about you really putting your head down and just no matter what comes, you're gonna take it on. Negativity, cool, bring it. Anger, cool, bring it. Upset, cool, bring it. Obstacles, cool, bring it. Because it's like this person puts you through a whirlwind of energy. And it's like, you know what? If I can overcome that, cool, I'm down with it. And look, it's like you've got the Queen of Cups. And this is somebody who is afraid to take risks. And I feel like this is a person here. So this could have been a Sagittarius, a Gemini, or a Cancer. Could have been a Taurus. Does not have to be. This could be energy that you hold. Or they could have this highly aspect in your chart. But what has happened is like with this Temperance here in the center of the reading, it's really highlighting that there is an energy of healing that's coming through here. An energy of healing. It's like no matter what, you're up for the task. You know you have to protect yourself. What's interesting is this Emperor always gives me the sense of protecting your inner child. This is like protecting your innocence while maintaining a very masculine outwardly appearance. Like no matter what you bring to me, I'm going to deal with it. And I'm going to deal with it the way that I've learned how to deal with it. Right? And then I feel like this is an entirely different situation here. This is the person that you were with, right? They were indecisive. They didn't know what they wanted, but it's like all they knew was to make you feel like a fool. Like they wanted to make you feel like a fool because they saw how strong you were. They saw how strong you could do things. And so it was like every time you had an idea, they shot you down. Every time you had something going on, they shot you down. And look, you've come up into a place of strength. You've come up into a place of overcoming. Like the 9 of Swords in the upright is just really about, again, it's like taking the 7 of Swords and stepping it up a level. Now you've really overcome those hardships. You've really let go. It's like no matter what's come your way, that it doesn't matter. I'm going to overcome it. And this was definitely, it could have been a very physical relationship. There's no Cups cards coming out except for this Queen of Cups here. But I think at one point you really thought that you were meant to be with this person for your life. They were just manipulative. Very manipulative of you. And so I feel like this new moon is going to highlight the reason why you've had failed relationships over and over again. And this is going to help you just completely clear this cycle from your generational curses. Like nobody in your family is going to have to deal with this ever again. On down the line, right? Your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, like none of them are going to have to deal with this again because you're setting the bar. And I feel like this new moon is really like you have the Cancer energy here, the moon energy coming out. It's like this is very important for you to feel and not be afraid to feel it, not be afraid to take a new chance in regards to that. Like you're very strong already, and just reminding you not to be afraid. Not to be afraid to listen to inspiration, no matter how much this person may have told you. Like this is somebody who's very smooth at communication. This is somebody who's very, they know how to use their words to make you feel like a piece of dirt, right? This is somebody who is very, very angry and hurt and just wants to see people fall, and they want to be the reason they fall. Yes, you could say this is a narcissist, but really this is just someone who just doesn't want to see anybody succeed, because if anybody they know succeeds, then they feel like they failed because they hurt so much, right? Not everybody that's like that is a narcissist. There are a lot of people that are like that are narcissists. There are just other people that are just so hurt that they just want to hurt you. Like that's what they feel like love is. It's like they feel like they care so much that I'm going to keep you in this little box. And so I feel like that's what you're fighting right now against. It's like really overcoming this energy. This is a heavy energy. This energy over here, I don't like that energy a lot. Like, I don't like it at all, actually. I really don't. Like, you're just in this energy of coming up to a place of really embracing your strengths. Like, come on, the emperor, like, even the empress, like, that's energy. But to be the emperor is like the one that's like, look, you're not going to affect me or phase me at all. And it's like, your only concern right now is to overcome. And I feel like you know that this is rising. I feel like you are aware that this energy is coming through. And so Source is just saying, don't fight it. Just let it come, because there's going to be some sense of release that comes here. And when you release, you're going to come back into balance with your feminine and your masculine energies. You're going to come into a place of truth with yourself, being able to listen to your guidance, being able to hear your angels, and to see your own hard work. Like, I feel like that's what this is about, is honoring yourself. This is really about honoring yourself, who you are, where you've come, right? To have strength over here. There could be love coming in for you. I'm not seeing that here in the cards by any means. I feel like this is just a truth of letting yourself become something that you've always feared. Deal with it. That's what I heard. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's okay. It's like, you're afraid of it, but deal with the fear. Like, face the fear. Let's get some messages from the ghetto bag. Let's see. Okay, I feel like those want to come out. Let me see what else. Okay, I want this one. This one was trying to come out, so I'll take it. Yeah, and I know why this one wanted to come out. It says, never give up. Never quit. You will make it. Exactly. Like, yes, this came up in the other pile too, but it was just funny. It just sneaked its way out to the corner there. So this is just telling you, like, yeah, look, you're already in this energy. I feel like this is like you. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to quit, because I know I'm going to make it. Like, it's like, I've been through it all. If I'm not going to make it at this point, like, I'm just going to keep going, because something's got to give. Like, I hear you're knocking on Broadway's door, and eventually Broadway will open up. It doesn't matter. Maybe you've knocked on 1,000 doors. Maybe you've knocked on 1,000,000 doors, and you still have it, and you're like, I don't care about all those past doors that said no, because somebody's going to say yes. Like, that's the energy that I feel. You're very determined. Yeah, so too much talking and not enough action. I feel like that's this person over here. Like, they do a lot of talking. So this person may come back, and they may talk, and they may try it again. This person's a smooth talker, right? I heard the song Smooth Operator, right? So this person, they know how to get you. But what they're not planning on, and that's the thing, is they have not seen the growth that you've gone through. They may be keeping tabs on you, but I feel like you're quiet about what you do behind closed doors. Like, when you do your shadow work, you don't talk about it. When you do things about creating new opportunities for yourself, you're not talking about that stuff. So what they're seeing on social media is so minute compared to what it is that you're doing behind closed doors with Source, with your guides, with angels and stuff. This is like you being a powerhouse, and they're not like, they're coming at you as a king in reverse, and you're the emperor. Like, who's gonna win, really? Like, let's and it's not about winning or losing. I'm just saying, like, you're in a power energy right now. And so I think during this new moon, because it has to deal with house, this person may decide that they still love you, right? And they may come back and try and talk to you. Too much talking and not enough action. And that's what you could say to them. Look, you talk a lot, but I ain't never seen you take action. And because I ain't never seen you take action, like, I ain't gonna choose that, right? Upon a breakthrough. Yes. Yes. This is so perfect. Yes, because you're about to break through this nappy ass energy, whatever it is. It's not good. It's ugly. It's gross. It's hurtful. It's painful. Like, this is like you overcoming this crazy ass energy. Finally getting over it, realizing that you can let it go. I know that this is like future energy. This is like in the future, but I really feel like this is you, and that's them. And then that's the thing. This is your breakthrough. You're about to come up into temperance, baby. So you could be a Libra, or you could be dealing with a Libra. This is also about taking care of yourself, self-love, like being able to offer yourself an opportunity to make yourself feel good. So maybe getting your hair done, your nails done, or going and getting a new suit, or, you know, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Take a bath, take a salt bath, you know, take a spiritual bath. Definitely taking care of yourself, your exterior self, right? Oh my gosh, I love that this came out. What did I say? I feel like you're like, I don't care how many doors I knocked on because I know one's going to open. It says believing is seeing. Seeing is not believing. And that's, you're like, I may not see it, but that doesn't mean I don't believe it. Like, that's where you're at. You're in this energy of like, I believe it, baby. I believe shit gonna happen. Like, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna come through for me. And you're like, I'm done. I'm done dealing with this negative energy. Oh my gosh, look at these two cards that flipped over. The full moon, and this is a new moon reading. And what did I say? This Emperor feels like you're protecting your inner child. And on the bottom of the deck, we have childhood innocence. Like, I can't even make this stuff up. Like, I can't. This is crazy. I love this. This stuff made me feel so cool. Like, just how spirit works. Like, it's just such an amazing experience, right? This talks about coming out of the darkness. I'll go into these two in just a second, but look at this darkness back here. Look at the sun shining through on these two beautiful children. Like, it's like you had to go through the storm to find out who the hell it was that you are. And that storm was, I felt like that storm lasted for forever for you. Like, it just kept coming. It kept coming. It kept coming. You were like, when is this storm going to let up? And it was like, every time it thundered, you still went in. Every time it lightning, you still went in. It's like every time there was a tornado, you're like, cool, I'm going to click my heels 3 times and hope I get home. You still went in. You still went in. Like, y'all are fighters, and that's great. Like, look at that. So we have submerged, right? Iceberg. So this is a beautiful card because I think that's indicating exactly what this person is seeing. When you look at an iceberg, you only see the top 10%. But underneath the water is the 90%. The body of the iceberg is 90%, and that's draped by the water. It's concealed by the water. You don't see that. Right, so when you see an iceberg, you're like, oh, that thing not big. But then who knows, you roll up on it and be like Titanic, you're in big trouble now. Like, that's the truth, right? And so I feel like that's this person. They're about to roll up on you, and they're only seeing the 10% that they know. And you're like, look, y'all came up on me like Titanic. I'm about to sink your ship. You don't know. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, you're in this energy of like, I don't give a crap no more. I am who I am. And if you can't deal with that, then get the, you know, what is that saying? Step up or step off. Like, that's the energy that you're in right now. You better step up, fool, or step off, because I ain't dealing with that. I got too much at stake. So when we have full moon completion, and what did I say? This is completing a cycle for you. Well, like, source is like, don't worry about it, boo. I got you. I got you. Let me tell you. Let me help you show these people this is what you're talking about. Source is telling you this is the end of a cycle for you. You don't have to worry about this no more. Y'all got some spunky attitude. Like, I turned out spunky all of a sudden on this reading. Like, I like your attitude, though. I like it a lot. You guys got a good energy going for you. But yeah, you're about to overcome something, and it could be by they could come in at the full moon, and that's when you're going to complete it. It doesn't have to be. I feel like this card just came out just to reiterate the fact that this is a completion cycle for you. Like, these cards, all these oracle cards have basically just said exactly what I said on the reading. Okay, they want that one. Let me just see if there's another one of these. I didn't want to draw that many for you, but I just feel like there might be another one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is on the bottom of the deck when I drew the deck up. Yeah, and what did I say? This person's over there spying on you. We've got the Watcher on the bottom. Snow Leopard. This card talks about somebody's always watching. You never know who's watching, right? So always be your best. You just never know who's watching. And but again, that's like, that card always comes out when I feel like people are peeping on somebody. We have the number 24, 6, which is about finding your balance. Again, mirroring temperance energy here. We have freedom and horse. Yeah, you're about to come up into a place of freedom. Freedom is not money. Freedom is not what people think it is. Freedom is the ability to be unapologetically you, baby. And that's, guess what? You're about to step up into that and be unapologetically you. That's a beautiful energy to be in. It's like, look at how he's coming through this door. It's like you're leaving all that ugliness in the past. You're like, I feel like I should mention this. This is like ostrich energy, right? Ostrich doesn't bury her head in the ground because she's afraid. She buries her head in the ground to get grounded back with Mother Earth and to tune out the negativity. I feel like that's what you're running at. You're like, look, y'all are negative, and I'm going over here, and I'm going to be with positive, my happy self, because at least I make myself happy. Yeah, so then we have 12, kindness coming out, fruit bat and flying fox. Yeah, so this always makes me think of being clever. You know, and foxes and bats, they use sonar, right? And they like send out the echo and it comes back and it tells them what's there. And I feel like that's listening to your intuition. And when this person comes, like, not to be rude, like there's definitely this energy of not being mean. No matter how much you want to be mean to this person, just show kindness and compassion. Remember, that's not being nice. Being nice is being a doormat. Being kind and compassionate is saying, look, this just isn't working out for me. You know, I appreciate that you're interested and all, but I got other things to do. I got to take care of myself, and I wish you the best of luck. You know, just being honest. You don't have to be rude to be honest. I think people mistake that. They really think people who are honest are rude, and it's like, no, when you find a person who's honest, not malicious, but who's just genuinely honest, you know, they're not being rude. They're just being truthful. And you know what they say? The truth hurts. The truth hurts. It's not a sin, but it sure does make people uncomfortable, right? And you can't change that. There's nothing that you can do to change that. Let's get a couple more oracle cards here to send you on your way. This has been a great reading. Thank you, Source. Okay, I want to get one more. Look, and have patience on the bottom. Love is patient and love is kind, always. Yes, just reiterating exactly that. When this person comes back, because they're going to come back. Like, this is definitely, I'm about to walk up on this person, hope they're going to take me back. Just don't be like, look, you're, you know, don't be crazy. That's all I can say, because I know how easy it is to step into that energy of just being like, you really want me to take you back after, oh, let me just give you a list of why. Like, don't even worry about that now. Just be like, no, like, I'm not vibing with you no more. Like, I don't like that anymore. They want this one too. I don't know why, but now I will read the little excerpt from whichever one it is that they want me to read. Well, let's start with this love card. Oh my gosh. This card came out. So this is a spiritual connection. A relationship that has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So I don't think that's this person. I feel like that's what you're inviting in. Because I don't feel like you're meant to be with this person. There's too much ugly energy coming through here for them. I mean, unless they just really do a 180 in their spiritual growth. Hey, well, you never know. It could be a surprise. But also with the Strength card coming out here, I feel like this is an offer from somebody else outside of this situation coming in. So it could be a Leo. It could be a fire sign coming in is what I'm getting. Yeah, it could just definitely be, but it doesn't have to be. So it says a relationship that has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And you guys could be ending a karmic cycle too. That's what this could mean, right? It says everything happens for a reason. Some people come into your life to help you learn a lesson, and they will make a real impact on your life, whether it be with a lover, a primary partner, in a relationship for growth. Spiritual connection is important to you now. This card is very gently reminding you to allow the universe to support you. You might be trying to control aspects of your life that are not within your power. When a connection has spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. Put a situation into the hands of the divine and ask that the outcome be for the highest good of all involved. A situation may be asking for you to stretch yourself. Know that you're going to grow and expand during this phase, but try not to lose yourself. Communicate your needs and wants and listen to what is being shared. It says, take a moment to consider the unity that exists even when you're at odds with another. Consider how much can be revealed through love and understanding. Okay, so this is also saying, again, not to be upset when this person comes back, no matter how much they hurt you, because this is a huge growing opportunity for you. And this has been, I feel like maybe you guys have fought with this for lifetimes. Like, you guys have come back and things just haven't worked out for you. And in this lifetime, it was just, this is a crazy lifetime that we live in. Like, people just really are, and everybody has narcissistic tendencies, right? And everybody has that tendency to want to be on top of one another and just like be better than another, you know? And it's just, it's an interesting energy. And so They're just reminding you to just allow the growth to come through, allow source to support you. And then in that support, I really believe that you're going to get a real love connection that comes in because of it. Whether it is with this person, again, I'm not feeling that, but for some of you it could be. Or whether it's with who you're meant to be with. You know, there's that strength that's coming in. Something is coming in, okay? So we have Shining Lotus 26, which is number 8, abundance. And then we have Weave the Future Golden, and this is 44. Again, look, 8 coming out together. So crazy. All right, cool. So let me show you these cards. I'm going to read the excerpt from this one, and I'm going to go deeper into the Shining Lotus because I feel like that's what they want. So again, a lot of finding your truth, connecting with your heart. Let's read this one first. I love these Kuan Yin Oracle cards, guys. They're so beautiful. They're just wonderful. And if you guys ever are interested in getting them, just knowing that there are like, at the end, you have like things that you can heal with, right? They'll give you healing techniques that you can heal with, which is really cool. So 44, it says, something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment and call in and draw you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Didn't I say you guys are bringing something in? Like this was going to bring in something? That makes so much sense here. And then number 26. I'm going to read this one a little bit further because I feel like there's more from this one than the Weave the Future Golden. Look at this card, is so beautiful. Look at how she has a lotus flower in her hand. And I feel like that's a thing too, reminding you that a lotus grows from the mud, right? So there are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. Yes, now I understand why they wanted me to read this one. This has to do with whatever the situation is that's coming in. Don't be afraid to share your truth. You don't have to be rude. Just don't be afraid to share your truth. Right? At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in the spiritual closet, beloved? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clearer in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny, shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement, unless that's what's in your heart. But it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another and to be more open about your life in general. It might be a talk with a loved one about some significant feelings you have kept to yourself, or beginning to be more open about your beliefs and your abilities. Once you put your energy into the world, you will magnetically attract like-minded souls into your life, which will then encourage you to share yourself even more. Don't worry if there are those that seem to be challenged or threatened by your beliefs. They don't have to have the same beliefs as you for you and them to be safe and loved. Exactly. Like there's something that's really difficult about this spiritual journey is when you start finding people who they're judgmental or they're biased about how you believe because it's not the way that they believe. It's okay to just say, look, it's fine. It's you believe what you believe and I believe what I believe. Like, does that really mean that we got to be at odds with one another? No, it doesn't. But there are some people who really believe that that is a thing. Like that because you believe differently, then look, I'm not going to believe you. And like I said, I feel like this is you protecting yourself, your inner child, and that's part of your inner child. I feel like you actually have, not maybe, I can say honestly that you've had these gifts since you were a child. You were born with them. It's not just something that gets developed over time. It's something that you're born with. And as a child, we're often forced to live in a box because we don't fit into the societal construct. And because of that, our parents, our grandparents, our aunties, our uncles, our friends, our teachers, they will make us believe that we're not who we are because they want us. Look at this. True love came out on the bottom. What did I say? You guys are inviting in true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Yeah, so I think that there are a lot of times when people are just like, they're scared because you believe something that's different than them, rather than just honoring that it's different and being okay. What is it? Let's be okay to agree to disagree. My mom always used to tell me that it's okay to agree to disagree. Like that's something I feel like you need to embrace too with this. It's like maybe this person made you feel in that one way. So it could have been a lover, but it could be a family member too. And they're just miss having you around, and they're going to come back and you just be like, look, you know, you made me feel this way. And I just need you to know that this is truly how I believe. And whether you feel that way or not, I don't care. I'm not going to hide who I am because you don't believe that way. That's just crazy. Like that'd be like people who are Christians and stuff like that not being Christian just because it's caused wars, you know, like we have enough war and famine and hurt in the world. Why do we got to keep hurting each other, especially the ones that we love, just because they're different than us, you know? It's just taking time to really honor that and allowing yourself to complete that cycle too, because I feel like that's a huge cycle. Like there's a lot of people who just are going to judge you because you actually trigger them, because that's what it's meant to do. You're meant to trigger people because that's how people heal. And they don't like that. Like that. If we lived in a world where we didn't have to trigger others, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? But we just don't. We live in a world where those who came here to be of spiritual service to Source, we're huge triggers for a lot of people who live in an old kind of world. You know, they live in an old way of being, or they live in an old way of thinking. And it's not up to us to try and make them believe a different way. Trust me, I have tried. And it's exhausting. Oh, it's exhausting trying to convince other people of your gifts, or trying to convince them that, you know, you spend every day with Source, or trying, you know, like sometimes religious people will come in and they'll say things like, I've had that happen before. And it's just like, you know, they say that your faith isn't faith, but it's like only you can determine that, no matter what you believe. If you believe in God, if you believe in Buddha, if you believe in the Hindus, you know, like whatever, Hinduism, whatever it is that you believe. I don't know. There's so many religions out there. At the end of the day, they all teach us love and acceptance. Why can't we just be in love and acceptance of one another? Right? I know this is kind of a little bit of a tangent here, but the thing is that it's allowing yourself to really express the truth of who you are, which I feel like is why temperance came out, because I feel like you're just in this space of honoring yourself and really protecting yourself, and knowing that you don't necessarily have to protect yourself anymore, because Source is going to support you, right? Source will come in. Source has a bigger gun than anybody else, if you want to put it that way. And Source has a way of making people eat their words and what they say about you in the end of the day. So don't worry about any of that. Just do you, boo-boo, and be happy with who you are. And just know that you've overcome so much. And this new moon is just bringing in a new energy for you altogether. It could be love, but it could just be, honestly, that support that you've been looking for. So this is what I have for you. I hope that this helps. It was truly an honor to read this for you. You guys are amazing energy. Like, just really love being in this reading for you guys. Did not want it to end, but at last we are here. So sending out so much light and love. With that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3, but until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for those of you that chose the Hermit, this is what's coming in for the new moon in Virgo. They've all been so different. All right, we've got the Chariot. All right, good job. Let's see what else is coming out for you here. Woo, we have the 8 of Cups. All right, in the upright. And we have the Pope in the upright. Y'all are, woo, child. Like, this is exciting. Let's get some clarifiers here for the Pope. All right, thank you. Okay, all right. So we do have the 3 of coins in the reverse. All right, let's see what we got for the Chariot. Can I have a clarifying card? Whoa. May please have a clarifying card for the Chariot if I don't bend my cards. May please have a clarifying card for the Chariot, Source. Man, the Queen of Cups has made an appearance in the whole reading today. She is like, I got you all. So, there's some weird energy here. Let's see. Woo, we got the Devil in the reverse. Okay, so you might resonate with one of the other readings. Not saying this so you have to go check them out. I'm just saying this in case you feel like you want to go check them out. But what's coming in for you? You're spiritually overcoming toxicity. Like, I feel like somebody just really revealed themselves to you. They revealed what their true nature was to you, and you came at it with this spiritual strength. You're just like, cool. Like, if that's you, that's you. I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to put up with that. This could be a family member. It could be a lover. You know, this Eight of Cups is talking about extended family and merriment. But with it being in the upright, I feel like it was your choice to come at this with a spiritual growth that actually put you guys into balance. It put you guys into a beautiful balance. And so you maybe let go of this person, right? So for this to clarify the pulp, it was like, this is a dissolution of a partnership, something that falls apart, something that's letting go. It's like somebody... So this is always interesting energy to me, and it never ceases to amaze me what comes out with this Three of Coins card here. But this is talking about like how much love and effort you've put into this. And it's like, this is somebody that you were working with, but they brought somebody else in. So this could be somebody that was talking behind your back. This could have been somebody that was making fun of you. This could have been somebody that was just really trying to get you to stop being you. And I feel like this is all your energy up here. And I feel like this is their energy down here, to be honest. And it's like you've come into a place of strength and honor for who you are. No matter what it is that you believe, you're just like, look, I can believe what I believe. I can be who I'm meant to be. You have 7, 8 here. You're making progress. It's like there's love coming. I can tell you that with this 8 of Cups. There's definitely love coming. It could be a friend. It could be a lover. It could be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be. This could be extended family coming in. But whatever it is, it's a commitment. You also have spiritual commitment here. It's like Source is so proud of you. This is like... This upper energy here is just such a phenomenal energy to sit with. It's like beautiful and secure and stable, and like you have come through everything. Like you've learned how to take action based on the things that have happened to you before, i.e. toxic relationships, situationships, being greedy at one point, being in this place of being possessive or obsessed over something that wasn't serving you. In other words, this is like holding something over your own head, but this is like you overcoming that. So whoever this was that was in your life, maybe they had you in a third-party situationship, right? Maybe they had you with this 3 of Coins here, it definitely feels like a third party. It was like, this is old energy though. I feel like that. I heard old news. That's what I heard, old news. I feel like that's what you're like. You're like, honey, that's old news. But it really put you in a weird state. Like, regardless if it's old news or not, it's like it was still something that you had to overcome. And you're bringing it to a close. You know, Devil is number 6, but this 3 here is 9. Then underneath, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Like, I feel like for a while you felt scared to take risks because you felt like, what are people going to do? You know, this is 12... and then under that we have the Ace of Wands. So again, it's like this is self-sabotage energy. Like, I'm not willing to take a risk because, again, I'm afraid of how I'm going to make people feel. And so now it's like you're dealing with this energy. You feel like you're dealing with it, and then boom, you come into this beautiful, look at this. I can't make this up. Let me move these over a little bit here. So you have this Queen of Cups energy, this Ace of Wands energy in the reverse. It's like you're self-sabotaging, and then you get into this energy of like, look, I gotta move forward. You pick up your own wand. Like, you take it from God. You take it from Source. You're like, give me my wand and let me just go and do something with it. And then you step right up into this Queen of Wands energy in the upright. This is like a badass bitch right here. Like, this is you being a badass guy. It doesn't matter. This is just badass energy right here. This is like, look, y'all ain't gonna mess with me. Like, I don't care. You look good. You feel good. You're strong. You're like, I don't care. I'm gonna stand in who I am. So what's coming in for you this new moon? Letting this go entirely. Like, look, y'all be toxic. You go do you, boo-boo, because I'm going to do me. I'm not going to let you do that anymore. You're letting go of this self-sabotaging energy. Right? Definitely, this is like somebody who's been around in your life for a long time. That's definitely energy that's coming in here. It's like you're overcoming that. It's like you're trusting the process. You're learning to trust the process. And then when you go right into taking action, right? You move forward. And this is very fast action. Fire is fast moving, right? So fire is fast action. It's like you go from being fast to sabotage yourself to like, look, I'm just going to take action. That's all I can do. That's all I can do in this time. And then when you take action, like no one can take their eyes off of you. They're like, holy crap, what happened to pile 3? Like pile 3 just totally did like a 180 overnight. Like they just changed entirely. What happened? And you're like, yeah, because I realized that I'm worth the life that I want and I don't have to please anybody else. I feel like you guys lived a life of being a people pleaser. And that's self-sabotage energy too, because we're trying to please everybody and their mom, trying to make them like us. Oh, you feel uncomfortable because I believe this way, or oh, you feel uncomfortable because I dress this way, or oh, you feel uncomfortable because I am the way I am. Oh, you feel uncomfortable because I talk with people who are dead. Oh, you feel uncomfortable because I'm in the spiritual community. Oh, you know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of things. Oh, you feel uncomfortable because I'm dating so-and-so, or whatever it is, you know, like there's all kinds of things coming out. This is a collective reading, but that's the thing. It's like, it was like before you were quick to self-sabotage to try and make these people like you and they still didn't like you. And you're like, what the hell? Like I spent all this time trying to please you and it still wasn't good enough for you. And then it was like a switch just flipped in you and you were like, I'm done. I'm done. So if you're not here yet, pile 3, this is what's coming in the new moon. Like there's going to be something that reveals itself to you that's like I heard burn baby burn. Like I heard that. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Okay. Yeah, like you're just gonna set yourself on fire. You're just like, look, I'm over it. I'm over it. You know, it's interesting. I had this energy that hit me the other day. And this is story time in your guys' tarot reading. So I feel like it's relevant and Source really just pointed it out. It was like, I stopped doing some things that I really had committed to for myself for a long time because so many people had made a big deal about it. And the only thing that I can bring up here without going too much into personal information is that I used to do 90 minutes of yoga all the time. And I cannot tell you how many people just really rode me about that. They're like, you take so much time doing yoga. Like, I can't hang out with you because you're always doing yoga. Or like, I can't even talk to you on the phone because you're always telling me you're doing yoga. I can't do this because you're always doing it. It's like, an hour and a half is not that long. Like y'all sit down and watch a movie for 2 hours, but it's a problem when I go and do an hour and a half of yoga. So I stopped doing an hour and a half of yoga and I started getting injured like almost all the time. Like this last year, it's been a year, right? And I started getting injured all the time. And I finally, the other day, I sat down. I was like, why did I stop doing 90 minutes of yoga? Because when I did 90 minutes of yoga all the time, like I felt good. I had energy. I didn't feel depressed. It felt like I was letting go of those things that weren't serving me. And I didn't get injured. Like I was always feeling good. And then I finally realized I let go of doing 90 minutes of yoga because so many people were writing me about it. And I realized that's the energy that's coming in for you guys. Is like people were writing you about something. They're just like, and I don't think everybody meant bad by it. I feel like, and we live in a society where people feel like if they're teasing you, like you guys ever hear that? If I'm not teasing you, then you know something's wrong. In the spiritual journey, you realize that teasing is just another sign of fear. It's another sign of fear that somebody's doing better than you. And regardless if people want to honor that or not, it's just we've come into accepting and giving up to this idea that if I don't tease you, something's wrong. Like, no, like it's just you tease people because you don't want people to get to know you. You don't want people to see the real you. It's like I'd rather cover it up with a joke. And a lot of people are like that. They cover grief up with a joke. They cover up everything with a joke. And I feel like there's somebody in your life that does that. And I feel like that's what you're overcoming. You're like, I'm done with your jokes. Like, I'm not a person who's super serious, right? Like, this is serious energy, but there's a lot of fluidity here. There's a lot of movement and motion here. And it's like, it tells me that you ebb and flow with the process of life. So it's like when it's time to be serious and take action, you take action. But when there's time to be light and fun and sensual, you embody that, you take that, and you really embody that nature. And so that's what it's saying here. It's like you have to really overcome that, and that's what's being brought up for you in this new moon. So setting those intentions is so important for you. Setting the intentions of not only letting go of this energy that's keeping you bound, but setting an intention to be okay and strong and powerful with who you are in this now moment. That's not always easy, because oftentimes when we're on this journey, we feel so alone. But look, you go from being in reversal energy and love, right? With your emotions. This is being stuck in your emotions to like, cool, I'm going to deal with my emotions. I'm going to deal with why I'm not taking action, because it's nobody's fault, right? At the end of the day, no matter how many people give you a bad time, no matter how many people make you feel bad about it, at the end of the day, the only person that you can put it on is yourself. Because if you're not taking action because of other people, you're allowing these other people to have a say in your life. And that's the spiritual journey, is about overcoming that. And that's exactly what I feel like is happening here. It's like the new moon is really bringing up, okay, cool. Yeah, people are going to act like this no matter where you go, no matter what you do, because that's what people do, right? People are going to be people at the end of the day. You can't stop that. But regardless, you're going to come up into this energy of really, truly honoring how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the action that you put towards your journey. Grab a couple messages from the ghetto bag. Let's see what comes out here for you guys. Don't ask. It's just the name that I've decided I'm going to call it. It's a Ziploc bag full of messages, because the nice little velvet bag that I had just was too small for all the messages that Source wanted me to write down. So I'm trying to mix them up here and see what I feel. Okay, I heard that one. All right, so only one came out. Like, give me some more, Source. What else do they need to know? Pile free. This new moon in Virgo. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want all of those. I'll take that one, and we'll put the rest back. That was way too many. This stack was huge. Okay. Look, this is crazy. I shuffled these like crazy. You guys don't know. So, yeah, you're upon a breakthrough. Look at that. Okay, that makes so much sense with what I was saying. It's like you let everybody else determine. See, and that is toxic energy. Letting others determine what you do with your life. It's yes, they're toxic, but at the same time, it's because of their toxicity, you're allowing yourself to become toxic as well. And I think that's hard for us to admit. It's like we want to seem like we're perfect in this journey, but at the end of the day, whatever somebody brings to us, it is a reflection of what's going on inside of ourselves. And that's when you begin to understand that, I feel like you really do. Like, you guys are the most spiritual out of all the groups that I've had today. The last group was really spiritual too, but like this is just a whole nother level. Like, you guys are like, cool, what do I need to do to make myself better? Like, that's the energy I get from you guys. Coming into alignment. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Like, look at, upon a breakthrough, you guys are coming into alignment. There's about to be a huge manifestation come through for you guys. It could be financial success. It could be, it could be just being able to have success on, if you're a YouTuber or an influencer, you have a social media platform, whatever. It could just be success on that. This could be success in just your home life, having balance and peace. People might not think that's success, but shoot, to have peace and harmony, that's a huge success in my book. It says take off the mask. Yeah, I feel like with this group of people, or this person, this individual, I feel like you were wearing a mask, trying to be somebody you weren't. And so they're just saying, take off that mask. Let the breakthrough come into your alignment. This is beautiful energy. Your destiny is to become. Exactly. Like, you don't have to work hard to do anything. And I feel like it's not even about getting inspiration. I feel like you're often inspired to take action. And I feel like because of this energy here, you would often question, should I take action? Well, what's it going to do to these other people? And there's going to be this moment where you're just, like I said, it's going to be like a light switch where you're just like, you know what, screw it. I don't care anymore. If I live my life for everyone else, I've done that before and it's never gotten me anywhere, like. It says they're mad that you walked away after they hurt you. Ah! This one. So I remember channeling this and I just stopped after I wrote it and I looked up and I was like, are you serious? But no, it makes so much sense. Yeah, I feel like that's just it. Like now this person got mad, or these people, they're mad because they're tried to hurt you. Like I said, that whole, people don't think, oh, well, if I don't tease you, there's something wrong. They don't think that's toxicity. But when you come up into a higher perspective and you come up into a higher vibration, that's not unconditional love. Unconditional love would have been something like, wow, you do yoga? That's really cool. Go do you. Like they would care. They would want to encourage you. They would want to be there for you. Like, hey, you're really spiritual. Cool. Can you teach me a little bit about, you know what I mean? Like people who actually care, they're not going to give you flack because of it. So now you walked away and you took action for yourself, and now they mad, but they hurt you. They hurt you, right? They're the ones that were constantly giving you a bad time, constantly riding you. Oh, and now look at what they say. I miss you. I miss you. I miss spending time with you. I miss being around you. I miss that you gave me your energy instead of giving your energy to you. That's cool. You gonna miss me. Like, I'm sorry. I got things I gotta do. We live one time, and I am not gonna spend my whole life giving to you, because that's just not the way it is. It's not like this is energy that does not give to you. I will tell you this. Like this person, these people, they do not reciprocate. Like they take. And then when you need something, where the hell are they? They gone. They're like, oh shit, I'm not going to deal with your pain. I'm not going to deal with your hurt. I'm not going to deal with your heartache. Oh hell no. Like you're the one that's supposed to be there for me. Like that's the energy. I don't like their energy very much. Like I'm not a person that's like that. Look at this. Oh my Lord. You're activating your spiritual gifts right now. Something is about to change for you. So I'm going to read this in just a second. Let me get some more cards. Like this person, I think they know that there's something different about you. And I think that that's the thing. You're a very loving, kind person. Like you're strong. You could be a Pisces, you could be a Cancer, you could be a Taurus. You don't have to be. You could also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You could be a Capricorn. You don't have to be. Okay, you don't have to be. That could be this person that you're dealing with too, right? Oh my gosh. Just thank you, Source. Thank you. Ooh, I'm going to put this one out too, because I feel like this needs to come out. And I think that that's the thing. It's like they loved it. Like, isn't it funny? Have you ever met people that as long as you're not doing anything, they're satisfied? But the minute you get up and you go do something, like they have got to figure out what it is that you're doing, whether they're asking you or whether they're in your space or whether they're interrupting you, whatever it is. Like, have you ever met people like that? Like, I've known tons of people like that. My ex was like that a lot. Like, anytime I would try to do something, like, he'd be up in my space. What are you doing? Why are you doing? Like, they had to, like, try and take your energy back, right? Okay, so they want this one. Oh, I guess those two came out. Okay, cool. You want all of these? Oh, no. Okay, I heard that one. All right, cool. So that was a lot of cards coming out. I'm only going to read one of those to you guys. But, oh, look, I love you. Yeah, they think they love you, but they don't know what love is. I'm just going to say, like, it says those are powerful words. I don't feel like you ever hear that from them. I feel like you say that a lot to them, and they don't say that to you at all. They want these two. You guys got a lot of cards. I'm just going to say. The Book of Changes. What did I say? Change is coming. Number 8 coming out. Prosperity. Yes, I love these cards. Okay, cool. Let's get into this. We'll look at these in just a minute. Let's get into this. Let me spread this out here. So you have actions speak loudly, right? And when this card comes out, I always talk about how this card makes me think of actions speak louder than words. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters what you do. But it says express your love through actions. Exactly. So love makes a difference. And this is the one I feel they want me to read. So this is number 31, which is 4. It says love makes a difference. Love helps to heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And then 26, new love. Embrace an opportunity for new love in your work prospects or for your spiritual growth. What was I saying? Like I love this. Okay, they just came in swanging like a beast. Okay, cool. So you've got wind activation, and the wind always, when it gets windy, it brings in the new seasons, right? Which is change. Well, it also activates those seasons. Like if you ever notice, right before spring, it gets really windy. Right before fall, it gets really windy. Right before summer, it gets really windy, right? Because it's activating that season. It's bringing in the new things that it needs in order to activate the change in the season. So with this activation, you got shaman, ancient healing wisdom. So you guys could be a healer, a shaman. You guys could have very vivid dreams. You guys could be a psychic. You guys could, and you don't have to be just one of these. You could embody all of them as well. Like I said, these are gifts that are given to you at birth. I think I said that in this pile. So it's like, that's the thing. And after a while, they just kind of all blend together. But here's the deal. It's like there's this beautiful energy that's about to be awakened in you. It's coming from your ancestors. This is something that your ancestors practiced way back before civilization began the way it began, and everybody became, oh, you got to be a certain way. Like, no, they practice this very spiritual energy. They practice this very spiritual way. And now it's coming up. It's coming in. You're activating it, and it's a beautiful thing. Look, prosperity is coming in. Okay, you're about to be in very prosperous state. What did I say? Like, you guys could be an influencer, and your YouTube channel could be taking off. Your social media could be taking off. But whatever is about to happen, maybe you're about to get a new opportunity, which was over here. It talks about a new work opportunity. Prosperity is about to come through. So this new moon is like an activation period for you. Sacrifice. Okay, the bull. Number 40. This is a crazy one to come out, but this is for you. Okay, this is for you. It's like you've had to sacrifice the comfort that you felt with these people. Because I feel like whoever this was, there was a deep sense of comfort. They've been around for a long time, and there was a deep sense of comfort with them. And so now it's like you have to be the bullheaded one and be like, look, I got to go take care of me. I got to go do what's good for me. I got to take care of what's best for me. That's a sacrifice, because you're sacrificing your emotional ego, which is saying, I want that comfort. And you're letting your spirit come in and say, that's nice that you want that comfort, but that's not comfortable for me anymore. We have some growing to do. We have some learning to do. We have some spiritual growth to embody. And that's what you're sacrificing. You're sacrificing that old need for comfort. Right? You're letting go of this fact of duality, good and bad, right and wrong. It's like, you know what? They're just who they are. I can't change that. It's cool. It doesn't mean I love them any less, but it also means that I don't have to put up with them either. I don't have to go through all the crap that they're bringing. So actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. Yeah, so I feel like this is you. You need to express your love to yourself through actions. How can you be loving to yourself? So I used my yoga situation as an example for you guys, but I feel like that's a perfect example in regards to this card as well. What can you do that's helping your health, helping your sanity, helping your mental state, helping your emotional state? What is it that you can do to express love to yourself? Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you just need to write your dreams down. It's just so funny to say that right now. I have my journals here. Let me just say. And yeah, I'm not too fancy. I used to be super fancy, but let's just say this is my dream journal. And this is my right now regular journal that was started on July 27th. And, you know, like I fill these up and I just start a new one. And I just leave them on these simple books, because it's like the more, if you get super, super fancy with it, like it has nothing to do with the fact that you're going to mess up, because you're going to mess up. If you write in pen, you're just going to mess up. There's no helping it. But I feel like this is important. Doing things like that for yourself, writing down your dreams every night, writing down your journal, your thoughts, your feelings, the inspirations that you have, writing down the realizations. You know, sometimes we'll have a realization and we won't write it down, and then we'll forget about the realization and then have to go through the lesson again. I've been there plenty of times. So I really try to write down my realizations. And sometimes, guys, they'll come so fast that you can't keep up with it. And that's okay. That's okay. That's just, you know, part of the process. But maybe you need to read. Maybe you need to read tarot. I don't know. But do things that you like for yourself. That's the point. Okay, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospects, or spiritual growth. 26. Number 8, abundance coming in again. So you've got so much abundance that's about to fall into your lap. Look, she's like reaching to the stars. I feel like whatever it is that you're involved in, it's really a huge reach for you, because it's like you've been in a situation, or you've grown up in a situation where nobody did anything for themselves. Like they all just followed what society said they needed to follow, and you started to do that, but it's like you didn't find any peace or happiness in there. And so now they're just saying, don't be afraid to reach for the stars and start asking for something that's so big it makes even you feel crazy, because watch source work miracles for you. A hiccup. One hiccup as confirmation. Please ask for something large. like I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Like you're going to see source working miracles. I really wasn't planning on this reading going so long, but at the same time, I'm not going to cut it short. I'm going to let the energies come. I feel like that's just part of being a reader sometimes. So you could really get involved in these readings. That's for sure. It says love helps heal. Is this number 31? Yeah, love makes a difference. Okay, love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Love is strong and can endure anything. If you trust love, everything else will fall into place. When there are challenges, it is important to keep your heart open. Healthy boundaries are an essential aspect of creating trust in relationship. You should be able to give freely from your heart to your partner's heart. Your partner, in turn, should be able to share, knowing that you will treasure this mutual respect. Use kindness as a rudder in a relationship to keep communication and feelings on course. Kindness is a value that allows both parties to feel understood and nurtured. It validates loving interactions. Keep kindness at the forefront of difficult conversations to keep contempt and anger in check. Think about what you want in your life. Love will help you set things right. Remember, relationships need work to keep them strong. Yeah, so I feel like that's what you've been trying to do with this person, is just kind of be kind and generous and loving to them. It's like you still carve out time to spend with them, but it's like less time and they miss you. And I feel like it's just allowing yourself to set those strong boundaries. It's not saying that you have to be there putting up with all that all the time, you know. A lot of people, they don't realize that they're negative because they're just doing the same things that they've done their whole life. And you can't be upset about that. Like, even you can't blame them for that. Well, you should be, you know. A lot of people say you should, but at the end of the day, you should isn't necessarily the truth, right? So the threshold, number 39. We have 39 coming out twice. I love this. Let me show you this card. And don't worry, I'll read the little entry. It depends on which one they want me to read further into, but I'll read the little entry for both of these. Gates of Heaven, number 12. Beautiful. Then we have 12, 12, 12 right here. 39, 39. So 39 is 12. So 12, 12, 12. You guys could be seeing 12, 12, 12 a lot. They want me to read the Gates of Heaven. So let's read the threshold. I love the threshold. This one just arrived this week. It's been a common theme. So oftentimes we go through a lot as a collective, right? Even though we're all at different stages, we go through similar things. It says, at the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of beyond being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. Yeah, that just totally goes in line with everything that's been going on here. You're about to step through and let go of the hurt and the pain that's been caused by this relationship. I feel like it's just you've been harboring a lot of pain from the past, and now you're just realizing like there's nothing I can do to change them. And it's like I'd rather approach them with love and kindness than to just be their doormat because I'm trying to be nice. You know what I mean? Gates of Heaven. It says all beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Beloved Kuan Yin shines tireless compassion upon all life to this end. Yet sometimes attachments, lower vibrational beings, entities, and elementals become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in the human energy fields instead. This blocks progress toward liberation, where human beings and lower vibrational beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, bliss, and homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light. They can get attached to earthly energies, people, places, or things. Like trying to enter a forbidden city, they attempt to reside where they should not, within the light of the human energy field, rather than progressing spiritually on their own journey through the gates of heaven into a higher consciousness of bliss. Sometimes this happens because although the journey can occur to the consciousness of the lower vibrational being, it doesn't seem possible. You may consciously sense attachments or spiritual presence that is not of the highest vibration and needs to be released from your energy field, or you may just feel angry, tired, depleted, or not yourself sometimes. This may be because of old energies that you need to release that do not belong to you, or even from energetic influences that are not a natural part of your energy field and can be released for the greater good of all involved. The healing process below will help you even if you are unaware of the intricacies behind the way you are feeling the way you do. You may have just done a clearing, in which case this oracle card is confirmation that it is working, or you've recently lost a beloved and is confirmation that they are passing through and are at peace, but could benefit also from your loving prayers to help them on their way. And this is crazy that this would come out right now, because I have, and I don't know if it'll come out on the same day as this one, but keep an eye out, because I have a prophetic word that I did that talks about this too. This is so crazy. This is like confirmation for me right now. Regardless, it totally matches your guys' reading. It's just so crazy. So it says, for healing, focus on your heart and imagine you can look up through the crown of your head, seeing a brilliant star of light above you that is pure white light with flecks of neon violet light around the edges and in the core of your star. Imagine that light pouring down through the crown of your head, forming a star of light above your head and in the center of your forehead, in your heart center, and in your navel, and then below your feet. Imagine the light pouring down, filling those stars and flooding through you like a river of light. Say, of my own free will, as a sovereign being of light, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I have ever given, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to be attached to my energy field. I now release all such beings, entities, attachments, or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field and my body. I release these now with love and peace and burn all contracts I have ever made that are associated with them and the divine grace and my own free will, so be it. Okay, and then it says I'm just going to read this to you guys. I feel like this is so important for you guys. Then visualize or intend that there's a soft pink light in front of you and say, I call on the beings of love and serve this process unconditionally. Now to hold unconditional love and light in place. Send love to that pink light and say, to all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe, loved, accepted, and fed in this pink light of unconditional love. You will feel great. You may go to that light now if you choose, or return to the source or the earth. As you so choose, you must leave my energy field permanently now through the loving grace of Kuan Yin and my own free will, so be it. Allow the love to grow, and as it starts to fade away, you will know the process is completed. Focus on the pure white light with neon violet flecks pouring through your being for 3 more slow breaths. When you are ready, open your eyes. And then we're going to say a prayer here for all those released to the gates of heaven. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. Loka sumastar sikono bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Mani Padme Hum. Wow, I feel so different. Oh my goodness, I feel like so different. I hope that helped. I did not read that for anybody else, so for you guys, like your reading is just insane. So I'm gonna stick with it. That's just part of it. I'm not gonna try and make everybody's the exact same. I'm gonna read what energy comes out. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's been something that's been attached to you. I feel like it could have been from this person as well, from their past, and maybe releasing it from your energy field will also help to release it from their energy field, which will automatically make them feel better. So this is definitely a beautiful reading. I am going to leave it here, though. I really hope and pray that this falls on your heart and helps guide you guys through this new moon. You guys are about to come up into a very beautiful energy if you're not already. You are an amazing energy as yourself, so just keep being yourself. Be unapologetically you. And with that being said, so much light and love out to you guys. Thank you so very much for spending this reading to me. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. And as always, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.